Oh, child, you can see all my grays. Hi. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. My name is April K. This is the second video, and it is Sunday night. In my mind, I was like, oh, I'll just wait until next week to do the video. And I was like, no, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna keep our promises to ourselves. And I said twice a week, and one of those days would be on a Sunday. So here we are, right? So I wanted to just kind of come and talk about a couple things, okay? I got my hair in like two French braids and braided up in the back, but neither here nor there. I just keep looking at myself in my viewfinder, and child, them grays be graying sometimes, and you just kind of look like, damn, that's really my hair. So, but I got some things I want to share with you, child. Share with you. So, okay. Today is January 5th, right? Oh, Alexa, volume 1. Alexa, volume down. Child, I forgot this is YouTube, so they be getting on you about the music in the background if you do something like that. But that was, just in case if you're wondering, that was Kim Scott, who plays jazz flute, and she does a lot of renditions of popular songs, and I was just enjoying, you know, for the algorithm, and so it don't get flagged, but it was, you know, a little snippet of her music from the beginning. So anyway, so there's a couple things, child, I want to talk about. And if you hear my neighbors upstairs, child, the dog barks all day long, every day, all goddamn day. So oftentimes I will have some music, or I'll just pick up the phone and call the police. Anyway, the race that happened, right, in case it, you know, the race that happened a couple of months ago, and the shenanigans surrounding it, okay? I'm not going to go too far in it because my channel is not on the law scene at all. It's just, I saw a video, I actually made a video, and I was just like, excuse me. And I'm going to tell you here, if you go check out, okay, so what? Today is the 5th, right? Tomorrow, the people are supposed to be having conversations over in that area on the East Coast. Follow the bouncing ball, okay? The area on the East Coast where they put together the laws and the things, right? And they're supposed to be certifying something. And last I checked, in the National Archives, that is open information, if you are an American citizen, child, 21 of the United Jokers in them have not certified nothing. 21. 20 and 1, child. 20 and 1. And some of those listings of the jokers swing both ways. Okay? It's a few of them. It's more than 3. Okay? Okay. You picking, we see each other. Okay. So, you know, Cheeto and his girlfriend are planning on having a party the day before the big day where you put your hand on the Bible. And it just, listen, let me tell you something. It never sounded right from the beginning. And for me personally, I was just like, what is this for? Are you trying to pull a dictatorish move? Like, what is this all about? Are you trying to call people to do some nefarious things, and then there's like metal being put around buildings and stuff? Because, you know, this is like the four-year anniversary of that whole shebang bang that happened, that just took us all by surprise. And like, why is this happening, here. You know what I'm saying? And child, I just, in my mind, like, these people get on my nerves, right? Collectively, the people that are on this continent get on my nerves. But I'm not going to sit up here and try to hurt the people that I live with, whether we agree or not. I'm not going to sit up here and try to hurt the people that I live with on this continent, on this portion of this floating rock. That's not what being an American is about at all. Yeah, we may fuss, fight, bicker, argue, and whatever, but like, I'm not finna go try to hurt you in mass if I don't get what I want. Like, that's just, it's the biggest toddlerish, temper tantrumish move you can ever make, in my humble opinion. But that's neither here nor there. Moving on. This whole new year has been interesting in the best of ways. And to be honest, I'm excited for what's to come. Like I mentioned in my other video, I'm 45 and I've always wanted a life where I could do cool shit and get paid to do it, you know? And I feel like making a decision to not go the comfortable route anymore is opening up the door for me to do cool shit, like make a YouTube video and share my thoughts and opinions, right? Because if I had worked for a big company, you can't do that, or you could and risk your paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I can do whatever I want within reason, of course, right? Within the law, of course. Oh, excuse me, child. It's 8:30, 8:37. I don't know if that's a sign of getting old or just life. I do know when I finish talking to y'all, I'm going to fold up the rest of my laundry. So I guess that is a older person's task, right? Right? So, but I've always wanted to have the ability to, again, do cool shit and get paid for it and live a life that I love. I just made a couple of decisions that are going to line me up for the better. All my life I've moved. I've moved and moved and moved and then moved again and then moved again. And I regret some of that because it affected my sons, right? And not to say that they're like all distraught and life is tore up. I think it affected them in such a way that made them want to go sit down, of which I guess could be seen as a good thing. You know what I mean? I just, growing up, because I had my kids young, child. Growing up, I never really felt like I belonged anywhere. I never really felt at home. See, I'm from California originally, and I spent some time in Missouri, and now I live in Texas, and I've been in Texas since '07. Yeah, '07, with the exception of about an 18-month stint I did in Nevada. And then I lived in Nevada as a kid too, but that really doesn't count because I didn't get a chance to experience Nevada. And I'm not a gambler, so I wasn't there for that reason. I was just there because I couldn't make a decision between Texas and California. So I was like, okay, Nevada until we figure it out. So I consider myself a Texan. I really do. There are parts of me that wants to pick up and go back west. But honestly, playing the long game, it's better for me to stay in my little box, in my own little world. I think that's the safer thing to do, long term at least. And when I say long term, I say it from a standpoint of staying here in this apartment at least another year, right? Because when I tell you, I had to start all over, completely, utterly. When all that stuff happened with corporate and the couch surfing and all the things, and then I landed here, it gave me a sense of, okay, we're now at step one. What's next? You know what I mean? Like, you are in uncharted territory, right? What does life look like? You get the opportunity to, and this is something I've preached to people forever, right? Create the life that you want to live. But when it came to me creating that life I wanted to live, I thought it was in corporate. And I need you to know I don't give a damn about no goddamn corporate. You know why? Because I've always been different my whole life. My whole life. I remember what I was going to say. There's a term that people throw around from time to time called starseed. And there's different variations of the meaning behind it, right? But in essence, it means not of this planet. And I need you to understand, I've spent most of my life feeling that way without even knowing what the hell it was. Someone called me that one day and I was like, what? What does that mean, right? And so when I really started to look into it, and I've also learned that I might be a little neuro-spicy because I have what's called misophonia. And misophonia is, and we're going to come back to starseed in a minute. But misophonia is, you know how you hear people chewing? And it causes such a visceral response. Like, for me personally, you know how when people chew with their mouth open and you would just see them food moving, mukbang, whatever the hell it's called. I can't do it. Child, I can't do it. All that crunching and slurping, and you hear the saliva mixing in with whatever it is. And then some of them have the microphones. It'd be sitting like right here, and you hear all of the things. When I tell you that sound creeps into the bellows and the depths of my ear, and I am ready to literally unalive someone. I almost said the N word. I'm ready to unalive someone behind that. Child, it does something to me. It's almost like nails on a chalkboard. And oh Lord, that just drives me crazy. That just drives me insane. So I had taught my kids how not to chew with their mouths open, because they're kids, they would just be eating and chewing. And it's funny now because my youngest son, he's 26, he whistles when he chews. It's like, it's so, when he was a kid, it was so funny. It was so funny. I was like, why are you eating like that, right? And then the other two, the only person who got it right was my middle son. And, well, the second twin. I call him the middle son. Second twin, same person. And then my oldest son, child, when that thing chews, crunch, 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 crunch. And he's chewing with his mouth closed. They all chew with their mouths closed. But I need you to know that that crunch just gets, oh my God, it just irritates the holy hell out of me. So anyway, starseed. Apparently there's a bunch of us out here, and I'm grateful for that. And I think you have to be a certain level of neurodivergent to, I guess, be in that category, to be in that, or to experience it. Let me say that. And one of these days I'll go into the nuts and bolts of where that has led me. But for now, I'll just keep it where it is. I'll just keep that where it is. So, in and of that, today's been one of those chill days. I try not to be on the phone on a Sunday. What I like to do is kind of do a bit of a reset. So like I said, when I get through talking to y'all, I'm going to go over here and finish up my laundry, sheets, and the whole nine, and do the bed, and because I'm going to be crawling up in that bed in about another hour or so. I really want to ensure that I'm consistent on this platform. And I think really that is my issue previously. Because I'm so used to quick responses. And I think that's, I'm used to quick feedback. And I've learned through other people and seeing how people build their platforms, you got to play the long game when you're on YouTube. You really do. This is not something for, this isn't something for the week. It really isn't. You have to be consistent. You have to want to come in and do the things. I have an old channel where I used to play in makeup. And this was, gosh, my kids were young. And I think back sometimes, if I would have kept going on that channel, where would I have been right now? And sometimes, not all the time. So here we are now, right? And there's a creator I watch called Adele Ramcharan. And she was saying why it's good to start your channel even in your 40s. Because, you know, I come from an era where people would say, oh, that's childish to have a YouTube channel or whatever. And when in reality, I think it's childish the other way around not to consider it, to be honest with you. Because if you think about it, well, personally, I refer to YouTube as university YouTube. Anything you want to learn, type it in and go from there. It's the age of information. We're in the age of Aquarius. So all the information is there. All the information is out there for us to touch, for us to say, okay, I want to learn how to do A, B, and C, and X, Y, and Z, right? And so even for me, when right now I'm learning cloud computing from Microsoft Azure, and I want to do it on a contract basis, right? And, you know, I mean, if I got a stellar opportunity, I'm not going to turn that down. But I also did say that I'm not applying for any new jobs in 2025. I did that all of 2024, 2023, 2022. Yeah, I've been applying for jobs for like 2 years. I'm not doing it no more. I'm just gonna gig economy this shit out and stay where I'm at, keep my bills low, and continue to build up, you know? That's all I got. That's all I got to do, you know? It's never been this hard to get a job. It's never been this hard to be able to function at a space and a rate that I was used to functioning. So that's where we are, you know. I'm my goal is to be consistent here on this platform. I want to build up a group of people that are just chill and like to chat and, you know, thugging out life like I am. I want to find my tribe. I think that's that's the overall thing I want to do here on YouTube. Is find a tribe that's just chill, that's like, you know, we trade insider secrets, we learn together. I can for sure tell you what not to do, child. Um, you know, and just chill and live life. I think I think the more people come, like, we have more in common than what we do, than what we don't have in common. Than what, yeah, am I saying that right? We have more in common than what we don't. Even if it is across races and backgrounds and how we grew up, at least from an American standpoint, you know. I bumped into folks across the world that have a different way, a completely different way of doing things, and that's totally fine too, because you know why? Being a lifelong learner is cool shit. So, but anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I just want to come on and say, what's up, cousin? How y'all doing? What's up, cousins? Cousins, how y'all doing? And I think that's how I'm going to refer to my audience. I'm talking to my cousins, my favorite cousins, because, child, we all know there's some people that we share bloodline with that's like, I'll say. So, at least you get around some people that you want to be around, right? So, anyway, that's enough rambling. I'm just in chill mode. I just want to come on and, for the sake of being consistent, and I'm putting together a calendar of things because sometimes I feel like I don't be having enough to film, and most times I work from home anyway. Like later on this week, I'm going to the grocery store, and Charlie, nothing interesting about that. I'm gonna be doing a couple of my gigs tomorrow morning. Ain't nothing really interesting about that outside of I'm working. That's it. That's all. So, anyway, yeah, I think that's it. I'm signing off. Child, because I'm starting to be honest with you, I'm starting to get sleepy. Look, 8:53 at night, starting to get sleepy. I sleep so good. Oh my God, so good. But anyway, all right, cousins, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye.